Well, I don't know what you want me to do, sir. I want you to get the person on the phone and answer a question. That's all I want. Can we do that? No, he can't. Really, you can't? Okay. All right. We'll see if we can tomorrow. Right. Right. And I know what warranties I have, right, that are like covered when you buy the vehicle no matter what, just universally through GM or Chevy, whatever. I have those. I want to know what extended, if I did, what extended warranties I bought through the dealership because that's not provided. Which is it gives people unnecessary hoops to jump through, but I'm gonna jump through them. You also got an old Venusaur Mega Secret Rare from the EX era that came back at 10. That's very good. All right, let me randomize this first break. Sorry I went on a little rant over. But yeah, Mason, they want people to sign, shut up, get out, and just pay. And like, I'm sure the average person does that on a daily basis. I'm just like, the way that I was being like rushed, I was being rushed like on purpose, and I could feel it. And I was like, I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing. That's the game. But it's every part of the process, dude. They get you when you're buying. They want you to not negotiate. You negotiate. Takes hours upon hours to take thousands of dollars off of your vehicle. It's time gated. It's literally all it is. And this car is about to be paid off. Haven't missed a payment. You guys weren't, you guys answered the phone when you needed money, right? You guys were happy to take my money. Now I need something and everyone's busy. We can't pick up the phone right now. I'm gonna lie and say that I'm interested to buy a new car, and then I'm gonna get the finance guy on and be like, okay, now that I have you, I'm not buying another car. You're giving me my information. That's my first plan for tomorrow. I personally don't want to have to drive up there because it was far from my last house, but my last house was obviously closer. House I'm in now is not close. I don't want to drive there. I really don't. But if I have to, I will. Good luck, everybody. There are 2 breaks left of this configuration before it gets switched up for Friday. At a certain point, too, I feel like it is withholding information, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. Especially after I've spent the amount of money that I've spent on the vehicle. And then the last thing I'll say, they had the audacity to try and upsell me on tires after dropping that bill on me. Or quote on what it would take to actually fix the problem. And I was like, you're really going to try and sell me tires now? I started laughing. Yeah. I mean, they're absolute crooks is what it comes down to. But I'm gonna be the headache that doesn't go away if they're not careful. I'll be getting free oil changes for the rest of my life. You would think though, Mason, that like getting it serviced through the dealership or the manufacturer, at least the same company where you got the vehicle, like that should give you some incentive. Like they're not trying to get you again. But no, it's worse than you would expect. For sure, Mason. It's more consistent. Worst part is they diagnose it wrong, you pay all that money. Well, that's the thing too, is like I know a couple mechanics like as friends or maybe not friends but like people we've done work with in the past and we trust them. Part of me wants to have it looked at by them. I don't know. Which I probably will if stuff isn't covered. It just adds more steps and they make it inconvenient so that you just pay it. And you could see it's really obvious when you look at it, but like I don't know, I feel like I'm not going to bend this time. I'm not going to do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, my button doesn't work. They hold you hostage. It's your car. Most people don't have options to shop for service when they already have your car. Yeah. But, like, I don't know, dude. It's just. They make it a headache for no reason. But, I mean, this is gonna come back and bite them because I'm actually gonna do homework on this and talk to people. I'm not gonna just rush to sign. Especially if they're withholding information. And literally, it could be that I didn't get, like, anything beyond, like, the regular warranties, and they could just tell me. But I just need someone to tell me. The fact that they're not telling me makes me think that I have it. But we'll see. It should be like a simple yes or no. Oh, for sure. I'll ask around. I'm not going to just say yes and like 2 to 3 like it's not an amount of money that I'm just going to oh no, like I'm going to lose my house, I'm going to lose everything, but I'm still going to look. I'm not going to sign away that amount of money for nothing. The fact that they tried to upsell me on the tires really hammered it home for me that I was just like, man, you guys are just straight up. You think you're going to sell me a pair of tires after dropping that on me. Like, in your head, you think that, like, oh, this is an opportunity. That made me laugh so hard. Like, I started laughing at her, at the person I was talking to. And then they were, like, kind of salty about it. I was like, well, I was like, what do you expect? You think I'm going to be in a good mood after that? Oh, for sure. Psychic is last set. Or no, Grass is last set, sorry. Now it's Trainer. And here's the thing too, Mason, like, I haven't been in any accidents. I drive pretty safe. Mileage is pretty low. So it's like, what part of the store are we missing here? And then I was like, I think I do have an extended. And they were like, well, they're going to have to take pictures and stuff. And I was like, we'll take the pictures then. Like, was that like going to deter me from saying, oh, they got to take pictures? Damn. I better hurry up and pay this $2,000. Fire's last set. Well, they gotta come in and take pictures then. Oh no. What am I gonna do? I was like, I'll buy the camera. Dark is lesson. Fighting and then grass. Very nice fighting alt. And then grass is the last set. Colorless is the last set. One pack left. What's up, Dano? Colorless snipes it. Well done. Frankie, you got the slab. Solid break overall, though. Fossil Muck. Hollow. 6. Gorgeous. Very good. Not a bad break at all. A lot of good hits. Tetsnick, have you logged on for DayZ at all? Because I haven't been on all day, and we're probably out of gas, or we have another Bitcoin sitting. All right, Dan getting in the next one. Let's go. Number 2 is almost full. Also, I need another number. 1 to 38. Chucky, you said 9 last time. 13 is good. I'm going to choose 16 for number 3. Thank you, Dan. Wait for this to get filled up. Like the membership, you're saying? Or submissions? Personally, yes. It's been a minute, but majority of my collection was graded through BGS. Last time I did it, they still fill it out with the paper form. Let's try to get this next one filled. Just curiosity, Dan, or did you have like a specific question? What's up, Marzi Barzi? Are they quicker if you pay for it? But if you're attempting for a black label, I mean, like, unless you're in a rush, I wouldn't overpay. You know what I mean? I've gotten one legitimate, maybe 2 black labels out of my thousands. Their online form was a disaster, fella. What I did, real man, last time I did a submission with them, and usually I do it with Nick, and we're just submitting a bunch of stuff. We had the forms printed out, and we did it by hand, and it was fine. Not so much a disaster, but it is time consuming if you want to do it right. Make sure you don't mess up. In my opinion, real man, like, if they still give you the option to print it out and fill it out that way, it's better. Because if their website isn't optimized, you're just adding time for no reason. But Dano, regardless if it's if it's only a few cards, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I've done big submissions with them before. It's still worth it for the black label, as you already know. Gonna wait and see if we can fill up the second one. I gotta see how many Ultra Balls I have. Why do I have so many Phantom Balls? I have 20. You have 9 Ultra Balls? That's pretty good. I was at the point where I never. People sleeping tonight, huh? Oh, I know you're here, Chucky. How you doing this evening, Chucky? Not a big talker. That's okay. Wait a couple more minutes. How far would I have to drive to show up at this place? If it really has to come down to that. Yeah, I don't want to drive that. I mean, I will if I get very stubborn, but I really would rather not. The dealership that I bought the car from. Since they're not, like, they're just refusing to get back to me. Yep. That's how she goes. All right. I think we're going to roll over the remaining two to Friday. My enthusiasm right now is pretty low. I'm just agitated. We're going to hit it hard Friday, though. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Gaming channel tomorrow and back here on Friday.